From New York City, with Cynthia McFadden.
Well, theologians and everyday folks alike grapple with the question of whether or not a higher power intervenes in human affairs. Does God get involved in wars, the fight to end disease and poverty, presidential elections? What about football? Is there a God at all? Well, tonight, my co-anchor Terry Moran profiles an NFL star, Tim Tebow, whose show of faith is creating controversy. Here's our series, Faith Matters.
He did it again. Tebow takes off. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown. Tim Tebow is on a roll, a holy roll, you might say. The 6'4", 240-pound quarterback for the Denver Broncos is the talk of the sports world right now, leading his team to victory after improbable victory. 4 straight, seemingly miraculous wins. And at the heart of everything he does, all his effort and all his success is one simple thing, his Christian faith.
Yes, first and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Tebow says that in every interview after every game.
And first and foremost, I just have to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
And on the field, Tebow openly prays and gives thanks, taking one knee in a pose that's become a verb to Tebow. Something is happening here. The power of prayer, the hand of God. For millions of fans, something is happening here. For others, not so much.
I hate Tim Tebow.
Last year, comedian John Oliver of The Daily Show summed up the contempt many more secular Americans, and plenty of religious fans too, have for Tebow in a rant caught on tape and posted online.
If I was in a room with Tim Tebow and Bin Laden, and I had a gun with 1 bullet in it, I'd shoot Bin Laden. I'm not a monster. But if I had 2 bullets, I'd shoot Tim Tebow first.
There are websites devoted to hating Tebow, and every Sunday when he plays, Twitter erupts with his fierce critics and fervent supporters.
There are many Americans now who don't like hearing about religion. When they hear someone like Tim Tebow speaking up so enthusiastically about his Christian faith and thanking Jesus after games, it really puts them off.
Tom Kruttenmaker studies religion and sports.
Many people go into the sports spectating experience expecting sports to be this sort of unifying civic rallying point. So when a Christian athlete like Tebow comes in with this strong and in some ways divisive message, a lot of fans would say, no, that's not appropriate. This is not the time and place.
And then there's this, the fact that Tim Tebow is far from a classic NFL quarterback. He throws awkwardly, misses wide open receivers, makes plenty of other mistakes. We talked with ESPN's Michael Wilbon on the set of his show, Pardon the Interruption. What's he doing right?
Winning, inspiring people, getting them to play the way he needs them to play, getting them excited.
Inspiration. That's what the Tebow story is really about. In hard times, in uncertain times, this young man, against all odds, in spite of his own physical shortcomings, has led comeback after comeback for the Broncos.
If you are one of those people who feel somehow disenfranchised and people didn't want you because you weren't the perfect fit for your job and you didn't look or sound like the boss thought you should look or sound and you were moved on to another department and not hired. You love Tim Tebow because he represents you in some sort of way.
But what's the secret here? What is happening? Psychologists are increasingly finding that the very fact that a person has religious faith can help lead to the kind of success Tim Tebow has had.
Feeling a sense of spiritual or religious devotion, it helps people's physical health. It makes people feel better about life. They're more optimistic. They're more resistant to depression and anxiety.
Maybe, but maybe the real secret is that there is no secret. He is inspired, lifted up, strengthened and succored by a power beyond his understanding.
My relationship with Jesus Christ is the most important thing. I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds my future. And that's something that gives me peace and comfort no matter what, obstacles or turbulence hits or what I'm about to face.
The Tebow Divider, thanks to Terry. Next